I'm out of breath. It's so hot. Hi. I know you all can hear me. It is hot here. It's supposed to be winter, and it's like, I swear it feels like it's 80 some degrees. It's not, but it does feel like that. Anyways, hi Melissa. I was just saying, I swear it feels like it's an 80 some degrees out here. I know it's not, but it sure feels like it. I'm burning up. Hi Buckeye girl, welcome. On the road, yay! Drive safely, you guys. Especially in those snows. The snow, you just never know. So anyways, for those that don't know, I am Shauna, and this is Ring of Light Crafts. Welcome. Melissa, tell everybody I said hi when you get there. Hi, Susan. Buckeye girl, Melissa wants to know where you're at. I don't know if you can see her. Oh, rainy and cloudy. Oh, God, I wish it was here. I love the rain. I'm definitely a rain person and rain. Oh, well, Susan got snow. And we get sunny California. And it is sunny, you guys. It is very sunny. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we'll give you a few more minutes since I'm a little early. Hey, Buckeye girl, how far are you actually going to be driving? Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it. How many miles? Do you know how far it is you guys will be driving? Get some water. Thank you, Melissa. You guys drive safely, okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm Shauna, and this is Ring of Light Crafts. Welcome. Today, we're going to be doing something I promise, and that is turning this ordinary, I want to say it was a spaghetti sauce can, into something we can recycle up to. So, what we need, obviously, is our can. Now, on the other one I made, I did the bottom piece that we're going to be using. I did use a heavier wood, but this time what we're going to use is, this is off of a ribbon. I just cut it out and semi-circle the best I could. And we're going to use this so it's lighter because I need it to be able to balance for the next section of this. So it's kind of going to be a two-parter. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. Let me back you guys up. Whoops. I got a can of glue behind you guys. And I'm going to lower you guys down. Watch your eyes. Here we go. Don't want nobody dizzy. Okay, the first thing we're going to do. Oh, also you're going to need acrylic paint. Sorry, guys. For this particular one, straight black. These are from the Dollar Tree. It's a pack of 12, so it's $1.08 for 12. And we're going to use this as a ring. And in case you guys don't know, we are going to make, because I didn't show you guys yet, we're going to make a snowman hat out of a can. So this one here was enchilada sauce, if I remember correctly. A simple can, okay? We're going to put them to some use. So what you need, the paint, a can, something to use for the bottom, whether it's wood, a back of an old ribbon casing, or whatever you want, a Mod Podge, and paper towels, paintbrush, and water, of course, rinse off your paint brushes, and glue and a glue gun. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and dump some in here. Red is on her way. Boy, this Mod Podge kind of looks funny. I don't know if it goes bad or what. I had that for a long, long time. So anyways, and I hate the smell of the Mod Podge. You set that aside. Oh, you're also going to need stuff to decorate. So some kind of ribbon, flowers, whatever you want to use. Hello, beautiful. You just move that, honey.
You ready to read off comments?
Yes, go ahead and read them all.
Buckeye girl says, hey girl from the road. Susan says, where are you now? Buckeye says, rainy and cloudy here. Susan says, hey, we got snow here. Buckeye girl says, I will get some hugs for you. And she said, on the interstate in Ohio, Buckeye boy is driving. Susan said, I love sunny. Johnny said, hi, it's snow. Dora said hello. Buckeye Girl says 6.5 hours. Susan says it's 9 hours
Hey.
to my house. Dora says I've been having a time catching your lives. Melissa said, hi Santa, I want a ribbon this year. And Dora said, too cute and shared.
Hi guys, welcome. On my side, it did not show me almost all those comments, so thank you, Red, for telling me. And also, Dolores, you always welcome to watch the replay if you like. We do miss having you, but you're always welcome to watch the replay. So today, we are going to start by using, like I said, this is just a plain ordinary can. I've been using it to put my brushes in and store them, stuff like that. So all I'm going to do is, once again, we did a couple other lives like this, but with the can, all we're going to have to make that's a little different is just make sure we get inside the little grooves. Because there's some little grooves on this can, which is actually what I wanted. I'm sure there's cans without grooves. I didn't pay any attention because this is the kind I wanted right here. And all I'm doing is applying is a nice amount of Mod Podge. Once again, whoops, stay there. Thank you. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and get some paper towels, and we're just going to rip them up, and we're just going to place them over. No specific way, because I want it wrinkled, and plus with the grooves in it anyways, it'll be wrinkled as well. So once again, this is similar to the Halloween book and the Naughty and Nice book for Christmas we did. So all we're going to do is that's a little different. It's just catch the inside of those grooves. And then lay it down. Okay, and I'm just going to go all the way around it first, and then we'll go back and add to the top. So this is all we're going to do with this, just to get it started. Because once you do on the bottom with Mod Podge, you have to do on the top. I think that's kind of a rule, I don't know. So anyways, we semi got it all the way around. So I'm not going to worry about it being perfect, because once again, we just got to do it again anyways. Let me catch this little edge. There we go. Get that to light. Now we're just going to do the exact same thing. Go over the top. If you can get the red in the very top, that's great, because we got to get those done too. I'm just painting over the very top.
Johnny says it looks and sounds good. Dora says it seems like I'm gone and not around the tablet when you're on the live. And Becky Kedman says, hi, Dora.
Hi, who said hi?
Becky.
Hi, Becky. Welcome. It's okay, Dolores. I understand. And thank you, Johnny. Doris? Oh, I said Dolores. I'm sorry. Thank you, Doris. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add extra all the way around it. And then once I did that, I'm going to go back around to the other side. And we're just going to add a couple going around it just a few times, just for the sake of giving it that security. And make sure that the gray color is covered, even though we're going to end up painting it. And then we're going to get the top. All I'm doing is going around, get those edges, and pull that down over. Once again, it does not have to look nice, because no one's going to see it anyways.
Dora says, love seeing your crafts.
Well, thank you, Doris. Thank you. Love having you guys all come. And then we'll go ahead and just going to add a piece right there on top. I'm not going to tear it to shape. And then I'm going to add some Mod Podge on top of that. And get these little edges. I am kind of soaking it just a little around these edges on top, because we want that to really stick in there. And now I'm just going to go ahead. Once again, remember I said I wanted the wrinkles. So I'm not worried about those creases, because they will either be used in our project or they will be hidden by the next layer. Because it looks like we have to have one more layer. I might have accidentally not, looks like I didn't go all the way around the second time. So we'll do that real fast. And get this on here. My favorite brush is so dying, guys.
Johnny says that would be an easy way to do paper mache.
Oh, that's true, Johnny. Very true. Okay, so we got ahead and we got our top down. And there we go. So our top's pretty decent. Now, once again, I do have to go around it because some of my can is showing.
Barbara says, just joined. What are you making?
Hi, Barbara. We are actually going to be making this out of a can. So this one isn't finished with decorations, but I'll have to get that done. But yeah, it's out of can. The bottom's out of wood. This one will be out of a can as well, but the bottom's going to be made out of paper off of a ribbon an old ribbon that I'm recycling up because I want to be able to do something with this in our next live. So this will be a two-parter because I couldn't find the stand I want to use it on. So in order to do that, I'm just going to go pick up another one. And it'll be at the dollar store for $1.08. So it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and... No, you do not. Red. No, you don't. My daughter just told me she sucks at singing. No, she does not. She gets nervous right before a performance, and she has a performance tomorrow. She has a gorgeous voice. Absolutely beautiful voice. Yes, it is, Barbara. You're right. Very good way. Let me go ahead and add just a little more, just to kind of hide that excess. And the paper towels, you guys, once again, this is that same paper towel that we've been using for the Santa hat and everything else. I still have some of it. So it lasts a while, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. I made sure to get, I guess it's their brand. Has like 250 rolls compared to 100 rolls of the brand. And it works very well. And even though it has a little design in it, that's okay. Because you want that. You want that difference. You know, it looks really good. And it's a lot of fun. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit here because you can see what I missed. And then we'll go on to the next step. Oops. Okay. I'm not going to worry about going over the edge because once again, it will just be adding to the next section. So we're not going to worry about any of that. I'm going to add a little piece around the edge here because I just realized I missed the whole edge. Okay, we'll just do it like that and call it good. So once again, just add your Mod Podge to the top. And then we're going to set this aside long enough for me to show you the bottom. And then we're going to pick this right back up. And I know it'll be wet, but once again, we're just going to work with it wet. In the summertime, this would have dried in no time. But of course, for winter now, you get that off my hand. It wants to stay. And if it pulls up, you guys, don't worry about it. Add your Mod Podge and push it aside. Okay, our next step is we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to do the exact same thing as we just did with the can. It's just Mod Podge. Just going to get a nice little amount on there. The little centerpiece isn't going to matter. And just take that and cover it. I'm not even after any type of perfection with this because once again, no one's going to see it. And if they do, it won't be much of it, and it won't be the pulp that doesn't look great. Okay, I'm going to add some more red on top of that. Because I can even see the little barcode off the ribbon. So we're just going to add that right on there. Nothing great. There we go. Just going to get that smoothing on there. I do want to give it a little thicker amount of Mod Podge and kind of hide some of the edge. For the simple fact, when I do paint it, I don't want that to be so thin now that you can tell it was a ribbon. I just want it to be nicely covered. Add a little extra. Whoops, that's kind of a lot. There we go. And add that right there, just enough to hide that. And we're pushing it down with a Mod Podge, which I'm running out of. Okay. And there we go. Nice amount of Mod Podge. Now the pulp that's on the edges, all you gotta do is, if you want it, I'm gonna just grab extra tissue because that tissue will just stick and we can just use it. Flip it over, add your Mod Podge, which I'm gonna have to get more out, and just go right over it. Let me get some more Mod Podge, guys. Come on out. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna add. Okay, I think we got plenty of Mod Podge. Just make sure we get the edges, because now we're just going to pull all this down. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not, because what people will see of it, it won't matter. And this side doesn't have to be pretty. I'm just getting it to stick. If you get a big lump like that and you don't want it, just pull it from the underneath and make it stay down. There you go. Good enough. Not going to worry about it. Get the other side, make it stay down. So just like, literally, it's like paper mache. but with a glue base instead of water, salt, and flour, which is what we will be using when we make our tree, guys. We will use water, salt, and flour. I will make sure I buy a big container. Let me pick this up just for that, because I wouldn't want to use something that we would actually use to eat from or bake from. Okay, so I know this side isn't perfect, but that's okay. We can just walk it through. There's a couple parts I didn't get pulled tight enough. Just gonna add a little there. The reason why I keep saying it's okay, let me grab this little piece. Because if you do get something like that, you guys, you don't like it, it's Mod Podge. Just add one piece on top of it, go over it enough just so the Mod Podge will stick to the other one. And maybe you can get some more wrinkles in there, that'd be good. And then we're just gonna pick it up. And then of course we got the edges again, not a big deal. Flip them over. Because it doesn't matter really what side you're gonna use for top or bottom, because none of this is gonna count as long as it's covered and painted. You will be fine. Oops, I just ripped that piece. That's okay, I'm still gonna put it on there. And pull these little pieces up. Oops, come on baby, yeah. There you go, just so you look round. We're just getting the edges of our frame here now, which this case was just a little piece of paper. The other one I did, like I said, it was wood, and it makes it kind of heavy, so I'm going to try it with the paper, because what I want to do with it, I need it to be able to balance. And then if it pulls up, once again, just push it down. The wrinkles are very cool. That's what you want. I'm going to set this aside over here to dry, and now we're going to go ahead and we are going to bring our little wet one back. I'm going to just push it down. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of the Mod Podge because the smell is horrid. And I'll just put that in my drinking water. Okay. Our next step, once we get to this step, guys, let me pull you up just a little here so you can see it all. Excuse me. Once you get to this step, you're going to want to get your paint. And we're going to paint it. I wish it wasn't summer. I mean, it wasn't winter just for a few seconds. It's long enough to build this for you guys and show you.
Barbara says, got to run, dinner's ready. I will catch the rewind.
Bye, Barbara. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for coming. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to start from the top, bottom. It doesn't matter what you start where you want to start. This will give it more of a gray, but that's okay. We're going to go over it again. But I just want to give you guys the idea of what we're doing. And this is now a bad brush because I was silly and forgot to rinse it out when it has Mod Podge in it the last time, which was really quite a bum because it was a very good brush. So all I'm doing with my no good brush, I'm just going to apply it. Just applying the paint, not worried about it being perfect. Once again, you're going to go over it one more time if you don't like how it turns out. And I do not like this brush. Hello. Hi, Brooklyn. Welcome.
Jacqueline says hi.
Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Thanks for coming, you guys. Let me see. Put that there. Let me go ahead and get rid of that brush. I absolutely do not like that brush anymore because I did ruin it. We're going to grab a bigger thing. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. You can use a little sponge brush. And we're just going to apply it directly on it. There we go. And if I get it on my hands, it's okay. I don't care. I'm good at getting stuff all on my hands. So as you can tell, our next step is to just kind of get it painted. Which can take a little bit. Depends on your brush and how good your quality of the paint is. And I'm pretty slow, so bear with me. Oops, let go. And this will start to all dry together. And it should stick. It should not chip or anything like that. Okay, get that go down. Get it to turn. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. My brush keeps getting stuck because I planned on the little one. Oh well. So we're just using the sponge. We're just dapping it on there. Yeah, my fingers are getting all painted, but that's alright.
Liz says, hi, what you making? First timer from Mississippi.
Oh, hi, Liz. Welcome. Hey, my sister is in Mississippi, so my niece, my great niece, and a lot of my nephews. Welcome. If you guys could, if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing, I truly would appreciate it.
We're making...
And today, Liz, right? I got sidetracked. My apology, Liz. Today we are making this snowman hat that you can use whatever you want. In this case, it's going to be a centerpiece, but a useful centerpiece. We're just making the hat today. This will be a two-parter, but this is out of a can. Just a regular can. This one had, I want to say, once again, enchilada sauce. And this one, I think it was biscotti sauce. I don't know. Just something simple. And we did Mod Podge with paper towel.
Says, almost missed your live. And Dora said, me too, Brooklyn.
Dolores and who?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you didn't miss me. And there we go. Okay, so what I'm doing real fast is bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to go ahead and this little container I got in my paint won't work well. I'm going to do it this way. Where's my paint go? Oh.
Jacqueline says, shared.
Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I appreciate it very much. Okay, I'm just going to add a little extra paint there because I'm still going to use it. We're going to do it out of this instead of the lid because it keeps catching my brush and I don't want to spend forever painting this. So anyways, what we're going to do is go ahead and just get this a little bit painted here. And granted, we're going to be working with it wet, but that's all right. Little paint doesn't hurt. No, you know what I mean. Of course it can. Okay, so what we're going to do is just go ahead and get the top just a wee bit more because I can see all the whites because I got a better brush. My one brush, I just got to say goodbye to it. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and get the side. We got this little bit of white here. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. So now we got our paint and our Mod Podge on top of our paper towel. Normally we would let it dry in between, but we don't have that kind of time. So once again, I'm going to go ahead, try to get it come off of my hand. And I'm just going to set it aside. It may mess some of it up, but that's okay. Beauty of paint, you can pick up on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the bottom half. And we're going to do the exact same thing to this bottom. Oh, and it is curving. Yay, I was hoping it would. The other one I used wood, so it didn't curve, in case you guys are wondering. So we can go ahead and we're going to add our paint to this. And we're just going to kind of not even worry about the bottom. We're just going to do the top here. I think this ought to be the top. I can always go back and just redo it. Okay, so we got this going. Tap the sides so we can get all the sides at least. The best we can anyways at this position. Okay. If the paper starts to come up, just pat it back down with your brush. Because like I said, it's still wet. So that's what we're working with is some wet products. So now we're going to set that aside once again. I'm going... Oops. Hi, Aline. Oh, welcome.
I really enjoy watching you so much.
Who did?
Brooklyn.
Oh, thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and put my brush in here and get rid of my tissue. Now, I know we're kind of... My hands all painted. That's okay. What our next step is once this dries, okay, guys? Let me put my lid on my paint. My luck, I will spill it if I do not. We all know that's the truth. And I got paint all over the place. That's okay. Don't worry, I'll get it off my pad. I'm not worried about that. Now, next step is once we get to this section, is to bring them back over here. Even though they're wet, we're going to pretend they're dry, okay? And then what you would do is get your top of your can, and you're going to go ahead, add glue. I got glue hanging here. I'm going to add glue all the way around. Remember, it's supposed to be dry, guys. And of course, mine's not, but that's okay. We're going to pretend it is. No mistakes, just happy little accidents, or however that goes, what Bob Ross says. That's all right. We'll make it work. Then we're going to take this and put it best we can in the center of our paper, of our lid here. Hold it down. I'm not sure how well it'll hold because it is wet. Yeah, it's pulling up, you guys, but it's all right. It's paper mache. Once again, it's Mod Podge. Once again, take your brush, wipe it. Nobody will know the difference. This is wet. I just want you guys to see the base of this, how it would really look. But once it dries, it'll look really cool. So the next step that we would have to do, and we're not really going to be able to do this step. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Is my Uncle Roger sent me, or I should say my brother, but he's my nieces. They say uncle. My daughter does, and I just always say Uncle Roger. He sent me a bunch of ribbon. I'm very, very grateful. Such a nice gift. So with this ribbon, I never used this kind before, and I thought it'd be really cool to use it on the hat. Now, once again, pretend the hat's dried. So basically, from this point on, guys, you already got the gist of what you want it to do in your head. All I'm going to do is add this. Oh, never used this kind of melting. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. I'm just going to tap it on now because I don't want to really scold myself. I can't see what I'm doing. I've got my scissors. And just get it to lay there. And this is going to be our brim that will go around all the way around our hat. Oh, that's in the way. You just pull it and pull it. I'm just going to estimate it so I'm just kind of get the rest of it out of the way so I don't get ruined. Oh, that is nice. Just going to set that aside. Now, at this point, all we're going to do is decorate it. Pretend it's nice and dry. Just going to pull it just a little. I'm going to turn it so that, I can use this. I should have thought about that a minute ago, right? I'm going to turn this so I can see. And then I'm going to go ahead and, okay, I can see what it will be. It'd be right about there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that little excess off. I'm going to save that because that's pretty cool. I can use that on design. Pull this back. I think I'll add a tad of glue here and here just to give it that little extra support. Bring it back around at the bottom. Hold it for a second so it stays. And then we're going to go ahead and add it. Oops, come back here. And add it at the edge here. Oh, thank you, Brooklyn. You too. What else? What is everybody doing for Christmas anyways? What's your guys' plan? So we're going to hook that right on there. Once again, we're pretending it's nice and dry. So we got our little thing going. And since we're pretending it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush back. We'll do the one with the Mod Podge. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap this down. I will always go back and just add. You can go back and add paper towels or paint, whatever you want. And just work with it from there. I never used this type of ribbon. It's kind of cool. Okay, from this point, guys, remember, all nice and dry. Our next step is for the base. This is going to be our back. One is closer to the edge. I didn't realize I didn't center it very well, but that's okay because we're going to hide it. So I'm going to actually glue my little piece down here and bring it around. So hopefully this part won't show. Because I think it's kind of too late to even push it. Oh, it's not.
Brooklyn says she's spending Christmas with her son and boyfriend.
Oh, nice. Enjoy Brooklyn. Let me get this here. I pushed it forward a little because it wasn't dry. It just pulled it all up. But that's okay because once again, add our paint, paper towels. And once it's dry, guys, you can go back and fix anything on it that didn't dry. But we want to, I don't want to keep you guys from here forever. So let's go ahead and add some glue on this one here. And once I do this section, I will go ahead and stop on this one. And we will pull the other one up here. And then that way we have something dry that we can work with. So all I'm going to do is, burn my finger. It didn't want to turn. Sorry, I had to turn backwards. Is we're going to attach a little
Robin says family coming
Green,
to
right?
town, mother-in-law and her boyfriend, then we go to the brothers for dinner.
Oh, nice.
And she
Okay.
asks, what are you guys doing for Christmas?
Well, this year is going to be a small Christmas. We're just going to stay home. My daughter, grandpa, and I, and we're just going to enjoy being home. Red is going to be cooking. I'm so excited. I'm always excited when I don't have to cook and when she cooks because, God, I know I'm going to get a good meal. And it's a lot of fun. Maybe play some games, Christmas carols, all that fun stuff. And we'll try to make this stay down, guys. But once again, it is wet, so that's what we're dealing with. So anyways, this is all happening. Let me bring you guys up. So we're going to pretend that this is dry. And we will totally on a different one. We're going to move this one aside so it really can dry. And then we can finish that. We're going to work with this one. This is the exact same thing, guys. Exception, this is a piece of wood, okay? So what I did on this one was the exact same detail. Yeah, it's too wet for that to hold. It's okay, I'll fix it. I did let this one dry. Then I painted it and I let that dry. It was summertime, so it took a couple minutes really. And then we just add all design here on the bottom. Now we'll go ahead and lower you guys right back down and we're going to finish our little one up here. These the hat part. The next step, we got to kind of, I'll explain it to you, but we can't do it just yet. Let me grab my little decorations I had on my desk here for this. And this stuff, I do believe comes from the Dollar Tree. However, that's not where I got it. I got red and gold. I think the silver too. These are my colors.
We're having the family to our house for Christmas Eve, opening gifts and enjoying homemade candy and fruitcakes.
Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let me get the glue off my hands. Now we're going to decorate it. Since this one was done a while ago, I got to find my, okay, here's my back. This is where my material connected. Oh, actually, here's my back. Oh, okay, here's my back. Sorry. Well, my two material connected will be my back. Okay, and then what we'll do from this point on, where's my other piece of material? Oh,
that's okay, Robin.
We're gonna go ahead. Remember, I still had these. So we're gonna use this up because I really like these, and I think next year this will work very well with my household and my colors, or if I put something like this up for sale. I am working on getting my SB shop set up, you guys.
Where it says the truth is what it is, Robin.
That's cool. I'm just cutting some of these off that I want to use. I think this one might pull. Yes, they do. Okay. So I just sent some of those off. These have to be cut. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this
Robin,
same...
So what are you cooking? We always have tamales and chili.
Ooh, that's nice. We never have tamale or chili for Christmas.
Says, I'm going to Nana's for Christmas.
Yay! Red cooks. I know we'll have a turkey, but she won't cook the turkey because she's vegan.
I'm not
So,
shoving my hand up a dead bird.
Yeah, she says we will not shove her hand up a dead bird. That is Santa Claus' job. I do not cook at all. So I'm adding my glue to the back of my leaf. We will also have my grandma's, well, my mama's, my daughter's grandmother's, homemade fudge. I love her homemade fudge. I think we're about the only one with the recipe now. Let me add it here. All I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and design how I want this to go. And I'm doing the same concept I did with my hats, okay, guys? Because I really just like the simple, basic, because the next step that this will go into will be a lot more. I know by now we're supposed to be done with Christmas, but I'm just not this year. Because I actually have one more thing I'm going to be showing you guys after we finish this. That's also Christmas, but it's fast, simple, and I want to do it before Christmas so that you guys can do it with your children, your grandchildren, when they come for Christmas. If they're being wild or getting in trouble and you just want something for them to settle down with, I think this would be a perfect.
Like and share.
Oh, thank you, Buckeye Girl. Appreciate it. Yes, guys, please like and share. We're still trying to get to our 200 likes.
I don't know why I posted twice. What's going on?
Oh, something posted twice?
This is being crazy.
So get this in there.
So many leftovers from Thanksgiving that we just decided on snacks so we can enjoy the family more.
Oh, very nice. Great idea. I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 of these. And I'm going to call that good with this little ring right here, but I got to use this. I'm going to put it upside down here on the side. Because it's being stubborn and I really don't want to get burned today.
Johnny says it looks very pretty.
Thank you, Johnny. We're just going to hold that for a few seconds. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. So we're going to, a little more. There you go.
Buckeye Girl says you can do arrangement at the top too.
Oh, yes, Buckeye Girl. You're right. Okay, so we got that going. And now I just wanted a few more little odd things on our hats. Now remember, we got 2 started here, the one that we did together. Ooh, look, you guys, I got red, and I still wanted red, and I totally forgot. And I glued my scissors together again. So I'm going to grab just a piece of the red. And I'm going to cut it. We're just going to add a little bit of red in there, just because we can. Maybe even just one little piece or 2. I just really like this red. Have you yet? I know, we can use this. We can add a little bit of glue. You know, my little bit of glue really means like I'm just putting glue in there. And if it doesn't work, I'll do it again. That's my method. Method to my madness. Okay, so I got that in there. I think I'm going to make it stand up. That way I don't have to add any more of that greenery or the red to it. Hang on. What happened?
Just one second.
Oh no, your computer died? Do you need to charge it?
No, it's okay. I'm trying to pull it back up.
Oh, comments of temporary delayed. Or computer shut down again. So now we got a little red there, and we're going to go ahead and add, where'd it go? Where did it go? We can add a little berries, anything like that to this to decorate it. Do we want a little apple, guys?
Johnny says, sounds delicious. Why did you do that?
Add little pine cones. Or both. Pine cone, apple, or both. We never done both. Let's do both. So we'll go ahead. Our biggest part right now is just getting this decorated because I can't wait to tell you the next step. So we're just going to go ahead and apply a little pine cone.
My laptop figures that out. I'm going to go get tea.
Get tea. Your throat hurting? You know, it sucks, guys. She's getting sick right before her performance tomorrow. And add this guy here. So now we just got a little extra to give it something different than what we normally do. I'm just holding it for a few seconds. And then, of course, this isn't the one that we actually did. Once again, for new people, all is drying, but I had this one ready to go. So we're just going to say, okay, our little decorations. Hopefully, our apple will stay and not be stubborn when we want to turn it into applesauce. Ooh, I get to have apple pie that my red makes. Oh my God, that was the best apple pie I had in my life. I'm not an apple pie person, not by any means. My mama was, but oh my God, she made the best apple pie ever. And it was all homemade, guys, all homemade. Okay, we get this to stay, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Hopefully it'll stay there. I'm going to let go. Okay. I'm going to raise you guys up. Now, our next step that kind of have to wait to do that one with is I have a couple of these. As well as I wanted to go ahead and put, make a candle. You take a candle holder and you make arrangements out of. This is too heavy to do a candle holder because it's wood. That's why we're doing that one. We will turn that into a candle holder. This one of the things we can do, once everything is dry on our next things, we can decide how we want to do this.
Doris is really cute. Robin says, sorry you received prayers for healing. Thank you, Robin, and Doris says prayers. Thank you, Doris.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. So
and Ruth says, sorry, late again.
Oh, it's okay, Ruth. You're welcome anytime. So we got our little hat ready here. Now, if I had a candle holder stand, which I really thought I did, and I cannot find it. Plug it in, baby. Unplug mine, plug yours in. Mine's fully charged. So what we're going to do is we will have to make this in 2 parts. And we're going to go ahead and see this one here. We're going to turn it into like a little swag, but it will be like a little cookie holder and put your little cookies in there or candies for the kids. And just have something decorated up that you can sit on your cabinet and reuse next year. These are hard plastic, and guess where I found these? Yep, you guessed it, thrift store, 50 cents. Teeny babies, or whatever they're called, inside of them at one time, which it had the 1996 one in it. I will remove that. So anyways, this here will be made into a little cookie jar and hat, and we will probably end up bringing like a little swag or something down on it, or maybe even tilting it. But now let me show you with alls that we were making what I want to do. We're going to set this one aside. Do I have my little guys up here? No, I'll have to do the mixing. We're going to bring our little guy. Oops, let me just grab the whole thing here. It's too wet. It won't even let me show you. Okay, well, we'll just do it this way. We'll go ahead and our little guy here. Once it's all dried and everything, what we're going to do is we're going to get a regular candle. Let me grab this. Pretend this is a candle. And our hat will be sitting kind of sideways on our candle. Not the candle itself, but a candle holder. And, for the actual real candles, or the tall one for tea light candles. So it will be at an angle. And when it's at this angle, we have this floral design coming out that falls down. And that will be a centerpiece. We can have feathers, you have anything in it you want. You can stick with the basic Christmas design, or you can make it where it just kind of all flows out like this, so that after Christmas you can remove the hat if you like, and maybe add a white hat to it or something else to it. But that was the ideal of these ones. Unfortunately, Oz really will not let me even pick it up right now. I have to totally let it dry, probably overnight, before we can do the next step. So with that being said, let me set this aside. Let me grab our little guy here. I'm going to lower you guys back down just real fast so you guys get the gist of what it may look like. This one will sit directly on top because it's so bottom heavy. The other one we make will be in an angle, and all our floor will come out. And then there's other hats that I made, a white one, and we're going to be doing something very, very similar to this, similar but not quite, for Easter. And we're going to have a little ear sticking out of it, maybe a little tail. And oh my goodness, I found some great Easter projects we're going to be working on. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys up because ours is just really, really, really too wet for me to try to put it on top of anything to show you what it may look like when it's done. So for now, this is our finished product for part 1. Part 2 will be in a few days. Tomorrow, Red has a singing performance, so we won't be in town at all. Well, Grandpa, Santa will be, but we won't. And I hope that you guys all have an absolutely blessed Christmas.
Says it looks pretty.
Oh, thank you, Brooklyn. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys coming and sharing and liking this page.
You're welcome.
Oh, the doggies want to go outside and play. So,
Says you're welcome.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to do the Easter one. Oh my God, it's so cute, guys. It's only in my head, but what's in here, we can bring out here, right? Lord willing. Anyways, you guys, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful Christmas.
Becky says love it.
Thank you, Becky. A wonderful Hanukkah. Whatever you guys celebrate. Kwanzaa. Whatever you guys celebrate. Once again, and as always, I hope it's full of friends, family, and love. Thank you, Dolores. And as always, be blessed.